SmokeyMcDude here. Today we're going to be talking about an add-on in my new review series. So the first add-on we're going to be looking at today is TidyPlates. TidyPlates is a replacement of the default nameplates. I'm going to explain to you why I use it firstly. Okay, it gives you more information than the standard UI. It gives you the targets of the cast of your target's cast bar. It gives you debuff tracking, threat management, and it automatically changes if you have different specs. So first of all, I'm going to tell you what it looks like. So as you can see above the target's head, that is the new version of the nameplate. And if I cast some debuffs on him, you'll see that my debuffs appear above the head, above the top of this nameplate, with the duration on them. So I'll never not know when they're about to run off. So I can see this all the time, and everything I need to know is right in front of me right here. I don't have to look anywhere down here to see how long my debuffs are going to last. I don't have to look anywhere else on my screen, just here. So it's a lot easier for people to maintain a tracking order of their diseases. It will work for warlocks with their debuffs, pretty much any class that needs to maintain knowledgeable information about a debuff. Alright, the other things that TidyPlates brings into the game is that it'll give you, for PvP, let's have a look at the PvP side of it first. Okay, so you can maintain your diseases, maintain any debuff on your target during the period while you're attacking them. Second of all, you can also analyze their cast bar because when they're about to cast something, you'll see a cast bar underneath the bottom of the nameplate just here, telling you what they're casting, and so you can interrupt it. I use that in conjunction with some other add-ons, so I'll know when a target's interruptible, and it allows me then to PvP as a better player. In a PvE side of it, again, you can monitor your diseases and any other debuff, in my case being the diseases. From a DPS perspective, it's more of just you can set it up to change color if it's attacking you, so you know that you've got threat and you need to drop your threat or pull it over to the tank. You can also use it to monitor and track all your diseases and cooldowns and such. As a tank perspective, you have a version of TidyPlates called Threat Plates, which basically means that when you're being attacked, the targets will all change a certain color depending on what if they're attacking you or not. They will also show you which ones that have threat on you by showing you a little outline of some red triangle sort of things coming out the side of the nameplate. This will then indicate that the target is actually focused on you and is attacking you. Okay, let's have a look at the options now. TidyPlates comes with a few options. You have a primary and a secondary spec. So if you have a multiple spec on your character, and say you're a tank on one and a DPS on the other, you can set different types of nameplates for each spec. You'd want your threat plates to be in your tank spec, and you'd want your damage one to be in your DPS spec. Self-explanatory. We'll look at the options that you have here. Okay, so first of all, you can just change how you want the text to display on the actual nameplate. You can have it so it only displays the text only, bars appear during in combat, so it'll look exactly as it does now, and then it'll turn to that when you actually attack the person. I prefer just the default one. There's nothing really need changing on it. It gives you everything you need to really see there. So the friendly nameplates I don't use. You can put them on. It just brings up pretty much the same thing of this above a friendly target's head. I don't see the point where you'd actually need to know your friendly targets, because you do have your party bars and such, which will give you the same information. You can change the opacity of your current target compared to non-targeted. So in this case, if I targeted the Raider training dummy here, you can see that it is 100% opacity. I can see everything perfectly. The ones around it are all dimmed by about 50%. This lets me know that I'm focusing on this target only, and these targets are all available to me to target later. It's great in PvP because you'll always know which target you are attacking, and it allows you to actually see how many people are around you. The other things that are available in this is you can change the scale of the size that you want these to be. 100% on a person running 1920 by 180 should be fine. They're perfectly able to see and such. Right, I've got mine scaled by spotlight mode, so basically the one that's doing the most threat will be the largest one on my screen. You can change the text on here. You can change the color of the text by class, by threat, or by reaction. I always have it as the default, which is basically just white. The other thing I do actually put on is the person's health total and percentage. This allows you to know how much health they have left, and you can see how far you're going to get down. It's great for bosses, it's great for PvP, it's always good to have it on. You can also add onto them to show their level text. So it will give you the level just underneath the bottom here of what level the mob is. This is good, I believe, for PvP, low levels, and PvE. You can change the font to the Blizzard original font, or you could just keep it as your own. You can change the color of the health bar. And this is what more that you do for threat. So basically, this is yellow. If I start attacking it, it turns blue. So I'm in combat. If this one, it's down as blue because it's attacking others, but it's down for the fact that it's a training dummy. If this was attacking me now, it would be orange. If all these were attacking me now, it would be orange. If I'm gaining aggro, like I'm getting too close to becoming over the tank's aggro, it will be yellow. If all these were ads in a boss and they were attacking someone else, they would be blue. So basically as a tank, if all these were blue, you know you'd be doing something wrong and you got to go pull aggro. If all of them are orange, it means that you've got aggro on them all. If one of them's turning yellow, it means you're losing aggro. The other things that you can do on here are the widgets. You can show highlight on current target, which means it puts this little white line around it. You can show the elite indicator, which is good for questing. You can show the enemy class icon, which I prefer for PvP. Show the totem icons, which again I prefer for PvP. You can show the combo points of your target, and you can show the threat indicator. The other thing I use this for, as you've seen, is my debuff timers. You can add in here specific debuffs, or you can show all your debuffs so they appear above the target's nameplate. This allows you to track them and be able to know your situation and surroundings a lot more. Threat plates is pretty much exactly the same, except for it has more options for tanking. You've been watching a video by SmokeyMcDude, and I hope you enjoyed it. There'll be a little PvP segment after this, so you can see TidyPlates in a PvP situation. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. As you can see, we're just going to get onto this rogue. I'm going to get my diseases on him. I've just froze him. You can see my freeze come above his head. You can see my diseases come above his head. And he's down. So you can see how well it works in PvP. Hey guys, Smokey here. Just to let you know that I am live streaming these days. So you can hit me up over www.justin.tv/SmokeyMcDude. Hope to see you guys there. Check it out. Peace.